Last video I never felt for burnouts, but I cannot believe this isn't gonna be going for around for this time. Welcome back to another ultimate driving video, because I cannot believe for this last video I didn't made an outro for this yet as well. And we're gonna be driving for around for this car that I just currently using for the Chevrolet Super Sport, which is the Chevrolet SS. But we cannot believe it. It is about time to drive all the way down. I can see the Dodge Grand Caravan blocking the way off, but I'm just currently using it about this vehicle. But for today, we're gonna be driving in a bad performance from my computer while in for ultimate driving. So let's turn off for the race mode, but instead of going fast enough, we're going 70 miles an hour. So let's go for speed cruising for just one thing a little bit yet as well. So I'm never gonna be making a hit for just a little bit of one time, because sometimes that somebody is gonna be giving a ride and being killed of one thing as well. So we're gonna be driving safe and a little bit responsible while I'm trying to give myself a go. As I'm trying to say, it's time to get a little bit pretty ready up and drive a little bit safely as possible. But don't forget, I'm gonna be pressing Y, and we're about to just drive for just a little bit as well. But no burnouts whatsoever. It's just like a hybrid vehicle. Oh, really it is. The race competition is starting up. So, blasting all the way to 70 miles an hour. 71 miles an hour, but I just never get a little bit for just sub 1. So, I'm start driving for about 2293 miles driven. Let's go for 2300 miles that I'm going without racing and winning other competitions. 77 miles an hour. I'm gonna be pressing Y. Oh dear, we're at for speed limit. So pressing Y and N. And we're starting to get a little bit speed as well. Over 100 miles an hour. Now blast all the way to 165 miles an hour. That's pretty insanely perfect as the Australian blasted away for just a little bit pretty one time as well. So I have the time for speeding, and I should be able to get away for this time as well. So what route is where I'm going? So I'm going for over here, and right over here I'm gonna be speeding all over to downside of the shores and get all the way up here, and went a little bit for this time as well. But I eventually crashed down into one segment. It's gonna be sundown, and I cannot believe I'm gonna be using for the manual transmission. So let's go for the reverse, and we're not gonna be completing for this out. And let's just continue to go for blasting all the way from speeds. I never felt I should be able to get away for this time as well. So we eventually gonna be trying to use nitrox as well for 165 miles an hour. 1 mile has driven all the way. And it's gonna be for group bonus 10%. I never felt this isn't gonna be going for much more easier. So it looks like there's no ships as well, and that must be a drawbridge signal, and I'm pretty sure we're completely good to go. But I'm gonna be using nitrox as well to increase horsepower. So it's gonna be blasted all the way for a limited amount of time. I'm extremely slow as 100 miles an hour. So let's see this interior inside. I'm on board inside of the interior from a car. So I always went all the way up as well. And there's my interior. as for low budget as well. It came up as well and blasted all the way to nitrox as well. So should I able to go to Delaware as well as fast as going to jump down to 171 miles per hour, 2295 miles driven. It's gonna be getting away for a little bit longer, but I don't believe that this isn't gonna be going for just a blast away for just such as one time. But I'm not decided that we're gonna be trying to do this out. And I'm just gonna be trying to get things slower than unusual. So break it up a little bit for just this one. So I'm going on a little bit left, just like an old-fashioned video game. But smash it around here and smash a sign. So you see this automatic transmission as well. I never felt that I might gonna be getting a lot of bounties at this, and I'm unable to win for many more reasons that I can't do. So I just completely blasted as well. So I'm not very sure. This isn't going to be completely like it's 1 mile driven. 2296 miles driven. I think this is going to be the last 5 miles to go. And this is not good. We really think. This is not actually for some sort of a miles. It's some sort of kilometers per hour as well. So it looks like this is actually for such as interstates. Oh yes, this is gonna be the interstates tollways as for such as interstates as well. So I'm pleased if you like for today's video. I'm probably sure if you're a fan of interstate driving, really possibly that we're just gonna be trying to do. So that wasn't gonna be available, or link in description down below. We're driving throughout for the Hawaii towns and for the ultimate driving gas station. It looks like I'm gonna be trying to watch out for myself, but I cannot believe I just driven around a little bit sideways to do so. But we slightly went out of hand. But I'm still good to go. But no burnouts whatsoever. I'm driving extremely slow. 5 frames per second while I'm driving. And a bad performance of my computer. As we know, we just driven a little bit gone too long. Unfortunately, I always drive so badly as well. But first completely driven in a Chevrolet Super Sport. But we're almost to 2,300 miles. And I cannot believe it that we're slightly going to be out of fuel in the moment. Down to the black roads of the asphalt roads. But I can see some sort of a minefields or some sort of a coal fields. And I'm probably sure this isn't that I'm not going to be expected to do this as well. I can see the airport on to the left, but I wasn't available to drive all the way through here. So nothing is restricted here, and I'm probably very sure this is going to be all the same as very perfect for insight. I'm going to be turning on the headlights on, but unfortunately that doesn't light up as well, except front and rear. So we're last 2 miles to go. So it's still absolutely going to be going for round thing. 20% is session bonus. It's going to be a little bit for one thing as well. And then I might going to be trying to slow all the way down as possible. But I can see some sort of one thing with a signal person as well, but I don't realize. Am I going to slow down? I think it absolutely rebooting itself for one time. Unfortunately, I might gonna be end of this video a little bit. Went into another server because it's gonna be restarting about into this moment. So I went into interstate sprints and it's gonna be in the morning right now. So we decided we're gonna be teleporting to Odessa as well. And then I just spawn in for right here, but not anymore. I just completely spawned in the dealership. Everything is gonna be an old server as well, so we're gonna be going all the way out here. So I was currently driving a vehicle. Oh yes, I'm probably very sure. It's gonna be day 109. So new today's deals. It's going to be for a last couple of like these cheap 220 miles an hour. I might gonna be buying this for a little bit very sure. But I cannot believe it. This is pretty terrifying as hell. So I finally went to Odessa. And I'm not gonna be going to turn back as well. But looks like I'm pretty still driven into the interstate as well. So this is actually for morning start comes from. And this isn't gonna be going for very much more stressful about for this one thing. So it's still 165 miles an hour. But looks like we cannot able to go for tap space. It looks like it's not a little bit more terms of things as well. So I cannot believe I cannot able to go out for this thing as well. So I'm gonna be going for park as well. So, what the hell? Is my engine still running? Of course it's gonna be yes. And it's gonna be contains for burnouts. So which way should I try to go? This way, of course. And it's gonna be better yet. It's gonna be yes. So it's jumping all the way out here. The speed limit is gonna be 25 miles an hour. So I'm going for first gear as well. So I never realized that I'm not gonna be speeding a little bit at one time. I'm not gonna be getting a fine, as you can see here, for the speed limit. That must be 25 miles an hour in the United States. I really don't think United States have a lot of speed limits as well, because that is encouraging for safety as very things. There's gonna be too many safety things or a lot of those things. So speed limits has just took over United States. Finally, I should be able to drive safe right now, because this is actually for one thing, of course. It's not gonna be left to do so because the server is might able to get old. Anyways, we're still absolutely gonna be trying to drive as well, or really fast as well, without hitting ourselves to do this. Now I'm in the Odessa map. Finally, I just went all the way up here. I think we might able to supposed to not end for this way. So there must be a red light, because I just probably screw it. So I'm starting to get a little bit of self speeds, and I'm going to get away with it without getting caught by a speed camera. So blasting into 165 miles an hour, and especially there must be a dealership on the right. So 299, 2299 miles driven. One more mile to go, and that could be over 2300 miles driven. I cannot explain for this one as well. If the police has just tried to see me like over itself, that it just actually missed anyways. Okay, just completely ran over to red light, and unfortunately, because my computer performance was extremely bad as hell, because my GPU died in a while ago for several single month ago. So it's not going to be over here for this time as well. This is where the last time of this video when I'm just going to be completely using a transit bus all over to do this as well. Not for the last time it was, but I'm pretty sure we're completely good to go because there are no plans. Finally, it's going to be 2,300 miles driven. Group bonus. This is not going to be pretty good as well. So, I might going to be reaching all the way to level or rank 117 is going to coming up really fast. If that is absolutely completely sound like this, and I'm pretty sure this is actually for one thing. And so, we're ending up in the gas station as we're completely ending this video right now. And I'm not pretty sure this isn't going to be going for a little bit fine as well. So I just driven so fast as well, but still managed to, and driven all the way to, ran over to the red light. So am I going to be getting a little bit close and straight right out here into the gas station. Alright, no crimes whatsoever. And finally, it finally stops on time. Time to step out of the vehicle. Woo! That was pretty it. So, if you didn't like of this video that I just completely driving in a bad performance in my computer for driving inside of Ultimate Driving as well. So, I already drive from Westover to Odessa, and that was pretty not quick at all. Thanks for watching, for all your support, and probably thanks for watching, but the game is gonna be linked in the description down below. And I guess what? I can't able to be playing for this in the last time, or for such as last time to do that. I'm just trying to do this. I might gonna be moving into another computer because my computer stands for editing and another computer stands for gaming and recordings. So, thanks for watching, for all your support, and this is gonna be Tebo. Concept is signing off, and I just completely move closer to the car as well. So, that was pretty it, and I haven't gotten it a little bit anyways to do so. I'll talk to you mini lads all later, and it's gonna be absolutely next time. I won't be able to be playing Roblox again, or whatever, sometimes in the future.